When the sun sets, history awakens. What did the ancients do when darkness fell? From grand feasts to secret rituals, from bustling markets to mystical stargazing. In the heart of the night they celebrated, they gambled, they worshipped, and they dreamed. Across continents and cultures, life after dark was a world of mystery, danger, and wonder. Tonight, we journey into the past to uncover the secrets of the ancient night. When the sun sets over Rome, the city awakens in a different way. The empire's might is built on discipline, but its nights, a world of indulgence, pleasure, and mystery. Here, aristocrats sip the finest Falernian wine in lavish banquets, while the commoners find their joy in the chaotic streets and bustling theaters. But beneath the laughter and luxury, Rome's nights hide something darker. Secrets whispered in dimly lit corners, rituals that defy the gods, and pleasures that come at a cost. In the grand halls of the elite, feasts stretch till dawn. The finest meats, the sweetest fruits, lavish excess is the hallmark of power. Yet outside, the people revel in their own way. Gladiator fights under the moon, street performers dazzling the crowds, and taverns filled with reckless games of fate. And then there are the Bacchanalia. Forbidden yet thriving, these secret rites of Dionysus promise liberation, through wine, through dance, through madness. But pleasure walks hand in hand with danger. The Senate fears these gatherings, branding them as threats to Rome itself. Those caught face exile, or worse. Yet the night does not sleep. The Tiber reflects the moon as philosophers debate under the stars. Astronomers track celestial movements, believing the gods leave messages in the sky. Rome's nights are indulgent, dangerous, and divine. But beyond these streets, across the sea, another empire's night hides its own secrets. Far to the north, under the cold embrace of the midnight sky, another civilization found its own way to celebrate the night. The Vikings, raiders, traders, and storytellers embraced the night as a time of feasting, legends, and devotion to their gods. As the cold wind howls through the fjords, the great halls of the Norse come alive with music, mead, and the echoes of ancient sagas. Inside, warriors and skalds gather around roaring fires. Mead flows freely, laughter shakes the rafters, and tales of gods and heroes fill the smoky air. The feast is not just for indulgence, it is a tribute. Each tale honors Odin, Thor, and Freya, weaving myth with reality, shaping the Viking spirit. But not all Viking nights are spent in feasting. Outside, under the swirling aurora borealis, rituals are performed to seek the gods' favor. At the heart of the ceremony, a priest raises a horn filled with mead, offering it to the gods before pouring it onto the frozen earth as a sacred tribute. For the Vikings, the night is not a time to fear. It is a time to honor the past, to celebrate strength, and to forge legends that will be told for generations. But beyond the vast northern seas, across an ocean yet to be conquered, another civilization thrives in the dark. Across the ocean, in the heart of the Mesoamerican world, the night brought a different kind of ritual, a symphony of trade, culture, and sacrifice. As the sun dips below the horizon, Tenochtitlan awakens in a different way. The Great Night. Markets of the Aztecs and the Mayans throb with energy, where cacao, jade, and jaguar pelts change hands under the flickering flames. Here, the night is not just for rest. It is a time for commerce, celebration, and devotion. Merchants from across the empire arrive, their backs laden with cacao beans, obsidian blades, and tropical birds in woven cages. The air is thick with the scent of roasting maize, burning copal, and the rhythmic beat of distant drums. But trade is not the only thing that draws crowds. As the moon rises, so does the call of the temple priests. Beyond the markets, the sacred. Pyramids loom, where another kind of offering is about to take place. The beating of drums grows louder. The temple steps are bathed in firelight. The people watch in hushed reverence as the high priest raises a sacrificial blade toward the heavens. To the Aztecs and Mayans, blood is the bridge between mortals and gods. With each sacrifice, the sun is promised to rise again, the crops to flourish, and the city to thrive. As the ceremony ends, life returns to the streets. Music and dance fill the night. Warriors drink pulque in celebration, and the merchants count their gains under the watchful gaze of the stars. Beyond the Mesoamerican world, another network of night markets thrives. Under the same night sky, another city came alive after sunset. Athens, the cradle of democracy and philosophy, does not sleep when the sun sets. Instead, the city finds new life in its agoras, theaters, and symposia. From the vibrant marketplace to the halls where great minds gather, Athens at night is a stage for knowledge, debate, and indulgence. The heart of Athens beats in the Agora. Here, traders from across the Mediterranean barter under flickering lanterns, while citizens engage in spirited debates on politics and ethics. For the elite, the night is a time of enlightenment. Behind marble columns, symposia unfold. Noblemen recline on couches, sipping wine, debating philosophy and the nature of existence. But Athens is also a city of drama. As the moon rises, citizens gather at the Grand Theatre to witness performances of tragedy and comedy, tales of gods and men, played out beneath the open sky. Not far from the city's walls, the port of Piraeus hums with a different kind of energy. Sailors from foreign lands share stories over jugs of wine, while merchants strike deals in shadowed corners. As the night deepens, a hush falls over the temples of Athena and Dionysus. Offerings are made, prayers whispered, and in the sacred halls mysteries unfold in candlelit rituals. But beyond Athens, across the cold seas, another people embrace the night in a different way. When the sun sets behind the pyramids, Egypt does not sleep. The night is a time of feasting, of devotion, of mystery. From the lavish homes of the elite to the sacred halls of the gods, the Egyptian night is filled with rituals both seen and unseen. Inside the grand homes of the wealthy, the night is filled with music and abundance. Fine bread, roasted meats and sweet dates are served as guests recline on cushions, entertained by dancers and harpists. But outside these walls, the common people find their own joy. Along the Nile, taverns are alive with laughter, boats drift on the water, their lanterns casting reflections as lovers whisper under the stars. Yet the most sacred moments of the Egyptian night belong to the gods. In the hidden chambers of Karnak, rituals take place far from the eyes of the unworthy. To the Egyptians, the night sky was more than darkness. It was the realm of gods. Astronomers mapped the stars, believing they held divine messages, guiding pharaohs and priests alike. These stars tell stories of Osiris, of Anubis, of Ra's endless battle against darkness, the same stars that have watched over Egypt for thousands of years. But the Egyptian night is not eternal. As the stars fade and the horizon glows once more, another land far beyond the deserts begins its own journey into the night. As the sun sinks behind the dunes, the Silk Road awakens. The sound of hooves, the rustle of silk, and the aroma of exotic spices fill the air. This is a world where deals are struck over a cup of fragrant tea, and fortunes are made in the blink of an eye. But in the darkness, there is more than just trade. Stories are shared, alliances are forged, and secrets pass from hand to hand like the precious silk itself. From Chang'an to Samarkand, Kashgar to Baghdad, each city along the Silk Road has its own heartbeat, its own rhythm of the night. Here Persian poets recite verses beneath hanging lanterns, Indian dancers move to the melody of sitars, and Chinese calligraphers etch wisdom onto delicate parchment. But beyond the music and trade, shadows move. The Silk Road is also a highway of spies and thieves. Caravans travel under armed guard, wary of bandits lurking in the darkness. A sudden commotion, a cry of alarm. A thief is caught with his hands in a merchant's gold chest. The marketplace erupts in chaos as guards rush forward, lanterns swinging wildly in the night. Order is restored, but the tension remains. As the night deepens, traders secure their wares, and whispers of the next great caravan ripple through the crowd. Where will the Silk Road lead them next? In the heart of the East, under the glow of the full moon, another civilization flourished after dark. Chang'an, the heart of the Tang Dynasty, never truly sleeps. As the sun sets beyond the city walls, the streets awaken with music, poetry, and the aroma of exotic spices, from the bustling night markets to the refined tea houses where scholars gather. The Tang Dynasty's nights are a time of both indulgence and inspiration. The night market of Chang'an is a world of its own. Hawkers call out their wares, entertainers perform for eager crowds, and the scent of roasted duck and fresh dumplings fills the air. For those of higher status, the night offers a different kind of pleasure. Behind silk-draped doors, the wealthy gather in opulent tea houses, sipping fine brews and composing poetry under the moonlight. And in the emperor's palace, under the gaze of the full moon, a grand performance begins. Musicians play the guzheng, dancers move like flowing water, and officials whisper of politics over wine. But not all who wander the city at night seek pleasure. In shadowed alleys, spies deliver secret messages. In hidden temples, monks meditate under the stars, believing the moon holds the key to enlightenment. The people of Chang'an look to the heavens for wisdom, much like their ancestors before them. Astronomers study the stars, seeking patterns in the cosmos, believing they shape the fate of the empire. Yet across distant lands, another city, bathed in starlight, follows its own path through the darkness. The stories of the night are not lost to time. They live on in the echoes of ancient civilizations. Subscribe to uncover more hidden tales of history and explore how the past shapes our present.